welcome back to the makeup aisle. This video is going to be the second part, excuse me, I have a hair in my eye and it's driving me nuts. The second part to my haul and review video. I just did one regarding face products, so I wanted to split this up because I do have a lot that I want to talk about. So this video is going to contain products, eye products, so eyeshadows, a new corrector that I got, a primer and a concealer, and then I have regular eyeshadows and then a couple of lip products that are new and I wanted to try and review for you. So if you want to see what's in this haul and review, then keep on watching. The first product I have, I didn't know what to think about. I said I want to order it because the colors just spoke to me. I don't know what it is, but I've been really into warm colors lately and they have just been speaking to my soul. I am usually a cool tone person. I love my blues, my greens, my grays, my blacks. Just love smoky eyes like from here to eternity. But the warms have really been speaking to me lately. So I picked up this NYX Lid Lingerie, there we go, I don't want to blind you, palette. This is fairly new. I ordered it from the Ulta website, and when I got it, because I knew I wanted to do this video, I just took to using it right away. I usually don't put new products like into my daily rotation, but because I knew I wanted to do this video, I did that. Now I've used this palette probably, I don't know, 7 to 8 times already. Impressed, beyond impressed. It's what I'm wearing on my eye today, on my eyes today, with the exception of just a little black from another palette in the corner, just because I wanted to smoke it out a bit. These colors are so beautiful, last so long. You do kick up a little powder, but just tap off the excess. It's nothing big, it's nothing crazy or off the cuff, but oh, just love this little palette so much, especially this orange here. Oh, I got the paper still in there. This orange here and this kind of darker brown. Oh, my soul has been so happy since I've been using this palette. It really is a nice palette because it's so great to do just a quick, everyday warm eye look. It's gorgeous. All right, I've gone on enough about that product, but just so impressed. So the next palette that I purchased, and this has been longer than the Lid Lingerie from NYX, is an Ulta Beauty palette. I have heard mixed reviews about these palettes. I own another one which I haven't used yet, but as soon as I saw it again, I'm like, oh, I've got to get this palette. This is the Matte Neutrals palette, and this is what it looks like here. This is, in my video that I just did for my face products, I was talking about a special that they usually have for Ulta, you buy 2, get 2 free. This was one of the items that I put in that order. These colors just spoke to me, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I need to get that palette. And again, I was kind of like, are they gonna work? Are they not gonna work? Holy moly, what a fantastic palette. And I think it's 20 bucks. I mean, 20 bucks and you get 12 shadows, beautiful shadows. I've used almost every color in this palette. Love the way they wear on the eyes. The black is really black, which I love. Just so impressed with this palette. Like, I'm telling everybody, once I started like really using it, and I'm like, oh, I love it. I'm like telling everybody that, you know, goes to Ulta, I'm like, you have got to try this palette because it is so worth the $20. The next palette that I got is one of the Natasha Denona 5 palettes, and this one is number 13. Again, there we go with the warms, right? Except for like that green, really nice. But everything, like the browns and the oranges are really speaking to me. And we're like almost out of winter. So I'm like, you are way late with this color combination, darling. But Natasha Denona, I own several of these 5 palettes. And if you own Natasha Denona eyeshadows, you already know the hype is real with that. So just looking to see, you know, what color combination I wanted next. And I really like this one. I've used this a couple of times. There's nothing really to say about Natasha Denona shadows that, you know, like you haven't heard before. They're great, they're pigmented, they last a long time, they're very creamy, they are worth every penny. Her eyeshadows are not cheap, but they're worth it. So if they're worth it for me, I can justify that because I know I'm gonna get good use out of the palette. I know they're gonna give me what I'm looking for, and I know the quality is there. The next shadows that I got, and actually this item, I have 2 things new here. This is the Betty Boop Z palette, and I got this from Amazon. I believe they used to sell this on Ulta, but they don't sell it anymore. And then inside, which is the really good stuff, are 6 shadows that I purchased recently from Raine. I forget, I think it was the Queen of Hearts palette that just obliterated the market. Once people started talking about the quality of the shadows and showing the palette, it was 50 bucks. And I looked at it, and it was in stock when I looked at it a while ago. And I was just like, damn, I don't know if I want to spend 50 bucks for that. I probably should have purchased it. I've only swatched these shadows. I do have to be honest, I haven't used these, but the swatches were delicious. And I've heard good things about the range of their shadows anyway, so I don't expect to be disappointed when I use these. Some of these products that you're going to see in this haul I have not used, so I will do another video reviewing them for you because I do have to use them. I've ordered so many shadows lately that I'm like, I have to use some of them enough. It's not just like a 1 or 2 times and then come back to you and say, hey, this is what I think. So it's gonna take a little time for me to, you know, like really dip into all the shadows, but I am so excited to get into these shadows. Like that blue, purple, and silver are just like, hey girl, and I'm just like, hey girl, it's fabulous. The next item I ordered, oldie but goodie, so many people have used it. It's a MAC paint pot in Painterly. I'm so excited because it's my first MAC paint pot. It basically, I mean, they call it a cream shadow. Everybody uses it as a cream base, and it almost looks like a concealer. I've used this several times, loved it, love the way it cancels out any, you know, like veins or any discoloration in the eye. You just get one nice solid shade, and then I set it with, you know, like a really nice light shade of shadow. Love it. It's one of those items that are tried and true. It gets the good reviews it does because it works. I've only heard a couple of people say that the paint pots really don't work for them. I love the way it works. I think it's worth the money. I will link everything down below. I want to say it's like $18 or $20, but you don't use a lot. So this is going to last you a really nice long time. So I'm really glad that I did get it because now I have a new eyeshadow primer to use. Going on next to a corrector and a concealer. I just found out that Urban Decay Naked Skin came out with new color correcting fluid. So this is what this looks like. It's in dark peach. And I usually use an orange under eye corrector. Very orange, almost bordering on red because I have very dark under eye circles. It's unfortunately just, it's hereditary, so I thank my mother for that from the bottom of my heart. This is really nice. It is really nice. It's a little lighter than what I'm used to because this is dark peach and not necessarily orange, but it is so emollient, so creamy, so beautiful. It just goes right into the skin once I'm patting it down with, I usually use the Real Techniques complexion sponge. Oh, love it. And it does what it's supposed to do. So it's not like I get any less coverage because this is dark peach and not orange. I get really good coverage with it. And this is something that I definitely would consider repurchasing in the future. But I have been using this every single day since I got it. And it's probably been around 3 weeks now, and I'm just absolutely loving it. So for concealer, I know everybody's been talking about this. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer right here, and this is actually what I have on under my eyes today. This was in medium tawny. You will see, I am going to talk about the pressed powder and the foundation in another video coming up shortly, but this concealer is very nice. For me, it's not necessarily full coverage, but you can build it. It covers up, it does what it's supposed to. Once I set it with powder, that sucker ain't budging. I don't get it, you know, any crepiness under the eyes, any separation, any gunkiness as the hours roll on. This is just a really nice drugstore option for a concealer. And I'm actually going to talk about 4 lip products that I have here, and then I'm going to move on to something I'm super excited about, and it's ColourPop pressed shadows. I'm so excited about that line. Like now I'm like, okay, now I have to order the entire line. So excited about that. So I'm not necessarily a matte liquid lip person. It's just not me. Don't like it. Don't like the way it feels. But everybody was talking about these, so I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try, see what I think, and then we'll take it from there. So the first 2 I have are the MegaLast Liquid Catsuit matte liquid lipsticks. I think most people have seen those. I went to my local Walgreens a couple of days ago, picked these up, and have been using them a lot over the last couple of days. Even if I'm just, you know, kind of working around the house or something, I wanted to see how they wear. And I have this color on today. This is called Give Me Mocha. It's a little darker than what I'm used to on camera. I don't know that I've worn this a dark color like this, and even though it's not super dark. And then I have Rebel Rose here. It's a nice liquid lipstick. It's not horribly uncomfortable. It looks good. I don't mind the way it looks. You know, if I smile, it's not like it's cracking or anything like that. It tends to last good throughout the day, but it's something that I would recommend if you like the matte liquid lipstick. It's definitely a very comfortable one to wear. I have worn some in the past that it's just like, that's kind of completely kept me in that space where I'm just like, I hate matte liquid lipsticks, but these are really nice, so I'm definitely going to continue to wear them. The next two matte liquid lipsticks that I purchased are the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I know they came out with a bunch so long ago. Gosh, I want to say maybe a year. People were not impressed. I had heard such awful things about that liquid lipstick. I purchased it because I liked one of the shades. No, not working. But they recently came out with new shades and I believe a new formula, if I'm not mistaken. I've used both of these. I have, what are these shades? French Maid and Ruffle Trim. So of course they almost look identical to the, let me pull them this way, to the Wet n Wild, just like really nice pinky nudes, mauve nudes. Very impressed, very impressed. It dries down matte, but it doesn't feel dry. I wear them again, you know, working throughout the house just because I want to see how it wears as the hours go on. So we've come to ColourPop press shadow time. Woo woo! I'm celebrating. So I ordered a bunch of the, these are like the Valentine duos, you know. A lot of people on YouTube have been talking about them. And that's that. Two of them were sold out, but I did get these three. So I have two to tango. I'm going to see if I can show them to you without, because they're like little postcards. They're so adorbs. And I think people were talking about like depotting them. I'm not depotting them. These are gorgeous. Let me see if this thing will focus a little bit. So there's those two colors, and that's two to tango. This is Boyfriend Stealer. You slut, you. All right, so here are these two shades. I'm gonna see if we can't get that to focus. And there's that. And then the next one is One of a Kind. I didn't get rid of the outer packaging because those have the names. The inner packaging that look like little envelopes do not, unfortunately. Oh, this is my favorite. Love that. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So these will stay in the packaging. I am not going to depot these just because they're so beautiful. And then I got 4 separate pressed powders. The one I'm wearing on my eyes today is Pinky Promise, which is a metallic, I don't know, like a light wine color. Again, I haven't, this is the only one I've used, so I cannot speak to how the mattes are gonna work. I will tell you that this went on, oh my God, like a dream. And $5 for each shadow is amazing. I will do, like I said, another video talking about this and the Color Drain shadows that I purchased because I haven't used those. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me today. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure to click the little bell because you'll get notification when I upload any future videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, please leave any comments or requests down in the comment section below. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.